competition in town, that is the Love FM High Schools debate. And we are continuing with the preliminary stage of the 7th edition. We are live on Radio Love 99.5 FM, live on Joy Prime, Joy Learning on your multi-TV digital box, and also live on our Facebook and YouTube channels. All you need to do is to type LUV 99.5 FM. My name is Patricia Bosu. Today we are going to see contest 7 and contest 8 of the prelims, and I'm happy to share with you that so far we have some schools qualifying to the next round of this competition. Now they include St. Louis Senior High School, Upon Memorial Senior High School, KNUSC SHS, TR Media Kumase, Osei Kyeretwie, and also Prempeh College. Now contest 7 for today is going to also be between Prince of Peace Girls SHS and Osei Kyeretwie Senior High School. Now these two schools are going to argue for and against the motion code, religion is overrated in Ghana. Prince of Peace is arguing for the motion, and we have Osei Kyeretwie arguing against the motion. And you know how we do it. Yes, we always want to the amazing things our friends from the two schools will always tell us. And so let's have them right now join us and have a brief conversation and see if they would to their colleagues or what. So let's see. Please come, Yvonne, let's have this conversation. And I'm going to start from Osei Kyeretwie, this beautiful lady here. In 30 seconds, tell us your name and what you expect from your school.
Okay. My name is Nyakwa Bwedu Angamwene. I'm the Assistant Head Girls Prefect and a core member of our debate team. And today we came with what we call steez and composure. We came with a cool vibe, but we are definitely going to show them that we have fire in us and we are taking the ultimate home. That's all I can say.
Okay, let's see if Prince of Peace girls will wait for this fire to burn them up. We'll hold your name also and let's have this conversation.
I'm a and we are here, yes, just like our school, we are here in peace to. Yeah.
Okay, you've heard from the supporters or the students. Let's move to the patrons now and find out from them what their plan has been. Please draw closer to me. Let's have this conversation and introduce yourself and let's see what you also have for us.
My name is Watanamia Michael, the SRC patron of Prince of Peace Girls Senior High School. Expect for prizes, that's all.
Okay, and I'm ending at Osei Kyeretwie, sorry. What would you...
I am Michael Yaboa, the patron for WDS, OKS. And as I always say, whenever I come here, the platform is there. Let's go and showcase what we have.
Okay, so let's say thank you to them, but also to our collaborators, the Christian Service University, the Ghana Education Service, the Ashanti Regional Students Representative Council, Joy Learning, Joy Prime, the Conference of Affairs of Assistant Schools, and of course our proud sponsors. Remember that the hashtag is LUVFMHSD. Drop your comments on social media, and remember that the Love FM High Schools debate, we are trumpeting the voice of young ones on issues of national interest. David, please take it away.
Well, thank you very much, Patricia Amabonsu. And I'm in the auditorium here this afternoon. Indeed, it's a packed auditorium. Pop G's. Pop G's. Pop G's. That's the spirit. Those are the students of Prince of Peace Girls. Ahenema. 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 And those are students from Osei Kyeretwie Senior High School. Those are the students who will be doing battle in the first contest for today. That is contest 7. Now, if you're excited to be here, put your hands together, make some noise. Give us some energy. So you had Patricia engage with some patrons and some students, and she paid respect to the GES Ashanti region, the Ashanti Regional SRC, and of course, CHAS and the Christian Service University. They are hosting us. So if you don't mind, please put your hands together for these beautiful partners who are assisting and supporting us. So we come to you. We're live on television on Joy Prime. We're live also on Joy Learning. We're live on radio on Love 99.5 and live on Facebook on Love 99.5. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the biggest debate platform you can find here in Ghana. And we've got some great and amazing supporters by way of our sponsors. Let me run you through a few of them. Yas Toothpaste. How many of you brushed your teeth this morning before coming here? I know you all did, and you are beaming with confidence because you know your teeth are white and you have no bad odors. So use, Yas Toothpaste. They are offering a complete oral health solution with 3 variants: the Yas Total Care, the Yas Whitening, and the Yas Herbal. It's formulated to protect against cavities, tooth decay, plaques, and of course bad breath, while also promoting a brighter smile. Healthy gums and stronger teeth for maximum protection. Use Yas toothpaste with Yas toothbrushes, which are available nationwide. Yas, caring brand for a caring family. Also brought to you courtesy Jackson University College. Now, the Jackson Institute of Innovation and Leadership is also there. In partnership with the British Council, the IELTS, and of course IDP, they are offering IELTS tuition in Ghana for those aiming to work or study abroad. They provide in-person and online classes. Jill also has a study in Quebec, that is Canada program, for English fluent students and of course those who want to learn French. And we're talking here about children who are between the ages of 5 to 15. They assist with documentation and also offer flexible rates. Find their campus at number 4 Jackson Street at IDRC near KNUST. Send them a mail to learn@jail.edu.gh, and you can also visit www.jail.edu.gh. Now, students, I'm sure you love your Gary, especially your Gary soakings, don't you? On the market is the H&H 4-in-1 Gary Mix. Listen, if you're looking for a quick, tasty, and satisfying snack, H&H 4-in-1 Gary Mix is your perfect answer. This popular choice features crispy Gary, creamer, and roasted groundnuts and sugar. Just add water, and I often say preferably Verna mineral water, stir, and there you have something delicious to enjoy. H&H has added H&H Choco Malt Gary Soakings and the H&H Soya Gary Soakings to the family. So grab these affordable H&H Gary Mix products in shops nationwide and in shops near you. H&H 4-in-1 Gary Mix, the perfect mix of crunch, flavor, and of course fun. Let's talk about EcoBank Ghana. Now, many Ghanaians are unaware of essential emergency numbers, including those for financial crisis. However, EcoBank has introduced a new money emergency number. It is *770#. *770#. Now, this service provides instant access to crucial financial services like loans, fund transfers, utility payments, airtime, and data purchases. Even without an internet connection, dial *770# today and get immediate financial assistance. EcoBank, they are the Pan-African Bank. Bonva Stores is also a proud sponsor of the 2025 edition of the Love FM High School Debate. Bonva Stores is your reliable partner for travel, work, or study abroad aspirations. They provide extensive services like visa assistance, hotel and flight bookings, guided tours, corporate travels, and school excursions. With over 10 years experience, they make travel documentation and consultation stress-free. Bonvas also has paid internships in Japan for IT students and hospitality jobs in the USA, Spain, and in France. Locate them near Victory Baptist Church, Aija, or you can visit www.bonvastores.com. Bonva Stores, the joy of tourism. Now, if you're seated comfortably in this beautiful auditorium, it is courtesy the Christian Service University. A round of applause for them. Put your hands together for them. And they are admitting students for the 2025-2026 academic year. Undergraduate and master's programs are offered at CSU with morning, evening, and weekend schedules. Now, CSU provides half scholarship to prospective students with an aggregate of 6 to 15. Locate CSU at Star Junction, Santasi. Visit csu.edu.gh for admissions and other enquiries. CSU, faith, scholarships, and integrity. To my right, if you can see her, is Patricia Amabunsu. And we call her Mama Pat at Love 99.5. To my left is Becca Maru, and we also call her the First Lady because of Lady Becca. So, ladies, what do you have for us this afternoon?
Well, I have Zwan for everybody. Please clap for Zwan. You can see me holding Zwan. And I'm introducing Zwan luncheon meats, cocktail sausages, and also hot dogs. And it is your secret to delicious, yummy, and energetic meals. It is perfect for spaghetti, noodles, salad, burgers, sandwiches, and more. Zwan offers both taste and nutrition, and so you can choose from our chicken, beef, turkey, hot, and spicy flavors. Zwan products are available everywhere at KJTR Dubai Market, Dr. Mensa, Edum, and every supermarket in Ghana. Grab Zwan today and enjoy its wonderful taste.
We say a very big thank you to Amanano Rural Bank PLC Limited, which offers commercial, salary, auto, personal, group, SME, agri, and Uncoso microfinance loans. They also operate different accounts and investment savings. Receive your local and international money transfers from us. We are headquartered at Ninahini opposite the lorry station. You can also find us at Mrom, Esreso, Ebuakwa, Tafo, Bibieni, and Asafo Market near the VVIP bus terminal. Amanano Rural Bank, service beyond expectation.
Palm University College, we would like to say thank you to you. They are admitting prospective students for their BSc and MSc options in Business Information Technology, Business Administration, Computer Science, Information Technology Management, Health Services Management, and Leadership programs. We have experienced faculty, a stimulating environment, and also subsidized fees. Now, students can undertake a one-semester exchange program with Oklahoma State University in the United States of America. If you want more information, log on to www.palm.edu.gh or visit our campus at Manya, Jokpanya, Shire Hills in the Greater Accra region. Palm University College, we say become a Palmer and succeed.
Special appreciation going out to St. Ben Jewelry for high quality, customized, elegant, and affordable. You can visit St. Ben Jewelry right now at Amakom opposite Edward Nassar and Doom Chelsea House opposite Standard Chartered Bank. We designed white, yellow, rose gold, and silver rings, earrings, bracelets, wristwatches, and other accessories. We also offer special flexible payment terms for couples. St. Ben Jewelry, just dream it and it will be done.
I believe that after school, you'd all want to go to tertiary, and you would need money for that. And so please tell mommy and daddy to make their way right now to Ochiasekan Rural Bank. They operate current, savings, fixed deposits, and infant savings account. We also give the fastest loans with the lowest interest rate. Receive your Western Union, Eastwich, iTrans, mobile money, and Ghana Pay electronic transfers from any of our branches at Kofiase, Asante Mampong, Ejira, Sepebuo Krum, Abofo, Macro, and King Kenso, Swami Market, and also Dr. Mensah. Ochiasekan Rural Bank, we are your savior in rural banking.
Which provides quality, affordable, and fire-resistant interior and exterior security, bulletproof PVC interior and waterproof doors for homes, offices, schools, and other institutions. Our wooden doors come with frames, panels, and accessories. Find us at Ahojo Atinga Junction off the Lameta Road, Tanoso opposite the Catholic Church, and Buonho close to the Cass Quarry Factory. Dunamis Plus, we give you real value for your money.
Daxa Dental Clinic is also here. Go and enjoy a 10% off a wide range of specialist dental services, including extraction, cleaning, polishing, filling, braces, bad breath treatment, and also remember they use ultra-modern digital x-rays for accurate diagnosis. Daxa Dental even works on Sundays from 12 noon to 4 p.m. aside working every other day. Find them at IPT opposite the first gate of Amstead. Amekom, you can book an appointment with them because they are inside a city-style building, and also Ahojo, they are opposite latex foam. Daxa Dental will make you smile with confidence.
ABA Herbal Center specializes in the treatment of glaucoma, cataract, long and short-sightedness, and every kind of eye problem. If you experience menstrual disorder, hypertension, stroke, prostate, liver, and kidney-related diseases, we are here to help you. Visit ABA Herbal today in Kumasi at Kwadaso Ejunase behind the main market, and at Doma Ahinkro, we are near the Ebenezer Preschool adjacent Apia Kubi Cold Store.
Before David takes over, let's say thank you finally to Best Brain Publications Limited. Every child with a good future depends on the foundation laid for that child at the basic level. And so if you are a school, a parent, or a guardian looking for quality NACA and GES approved English, science, math, and computing textbooks for your ward, then contact Best Brain Publications at Pankrono Kumasi. Remember that Best Brain, we are securing tomorrow's academic well-being today. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen.
Well, Patricia will be here, Becca will be here sometime soon to give you some more information about some more sponsors that we have on board for the 2025 edition of the Love FM High School Debate. But for now, please put your hands together for them as they resume their seats. Now, if you are here this afternoon and you know you will be debating together with the debaters and the patrons, if you have anything by way of exhibits, make sure you have it ready. But if there's anything you want us to project on our monitors or the screens, make it available to the gentleman to my left in this auditorium. His name is Uncle Colin. So if you can hear me, please make those materials available to him right now. Let me acknowledge the presence of our ambassador and, of course, the chairperson for the Love FM High School Debate. She's been with us for the past 7 years. She is in the person of Mrs. Teresa Jackson. Please put your hands together for her. And she is with the Jackson University College. All right, so, Ma'am, thank you very much for your presence with us this afternoon. With that out of the way, I'd like to inform you that contest 7 in day 4 of the Love FM High School debate for the year 2025 is just about to come your way. The motion for contest 7 is religion is overrated in Ghana. Religion is overrated in Ghana. The contest is going to be between Prince of Peace girls and Osei Kyeretwie Senior High School. Pop G's. Pop G's. Pop G's. Ahenema. 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 Put your hands together for your own selves. I like how colorful you're looking and how very relaxed you are in this beautiful auditorium. We've got a panel of judges who will be judging you this afternoon. So permit me to introduce them to you. First of all, Mrs. Beatrice Akosia Andrews is a teacher at the KNUST Basic School. She has 25 years of teaching experience and holds a PhD in sociology from the KNUST. Next week or thereabout, will be joining her as she does some beautiful, get together. So please put your hands together for her for me. Mrs. Beatrice Akosia Andrews as our female judge for this afternoon. Also with us is Professor Anthony Kofi Osei Fosu, and he is an associate professor at the Department of Economics at KNUST. He has taught for over 30 years. He loves everything economics, everything figures. And he responds better when you say OFAG. So say OFAG. Not OFAG, OFAG. Yeah, so please put your hands together for Judge OFAG, who is also here with us this afternoon. Now, Dr. Peter Arthur is a lead judge for the Love FM High School debate. He is the former head of the English department and also former head of the Language and Communications Sciences department at KNUST. He delves into textuality, oral, written, and all kinds of texts. Now, I'll be asking him to mount the podium and engage you in a bit, but please listen attentively to me. These judges listen attentively to the debaters and they score according to what they hear and how impressed they are. And like I said, Dr. Peter Arthur will be sharing some more information with you on how they score, plus the rules of engagement. But what I want to say to you is this. We have what we call the unanimous decision, and we also have what we call the majority decision. So unanimous is when all 3 judges score for the winning school. Is that clear? The majority decision is when 2 out of the 3 judges score for a winning school. So let's say one judge could score in such a way that a school might have the highest score, but it does not mean that you win the debate. That you would win the debate based on the majority decision when 2 judges score in favor of the winning school. Is that also clear? But at this point in time, please, with a round of applause, let's welcome Dr. Peter Arthur. He's our lead judge. He's going to run us through how they score and also tell you about the rules of engagement. Please listen attentively to him. Prof, good afternoon.
Thank you, Dave. Madam Chair, I do have your permission to start. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm here to give you the scores and then the rules of engagement. Now, when it comes to the scores, we have 5 major parts, and they are organization and clarity, and then arrangement and development, effective use of rebuttal, presentation style, and role as a debater. Now, for organization and clarity, we are talking about the way you introduce the topic, the way you develop it, and the way you conclude. Sometimes we realize that some of you have very long introductions. Please, that is time, so you have to. And then your expressions must be very clear. The first speaker is taking 15 marks, and then the second speaker is taking 10 marks, and for the summary, you have 5 marks for that. And then argument and development. We are here talking about the various structures of argument. But we expect you to mention the point, and it must be clear. And then we expect you to defend it by explaining it and then supporting it. The first speaker is taking 15 marks, and the second speaker is taking 10 marks, and then for the summary, it's going to be 5 marks. Then you have the effective use of rebuttal. This is the real reasoning. You listen attentively what your opponent is saying, and then you will discover a gap in reasoning. Now you will have to come and tell us that that's a gap. Now, in doing that, if you want to name the fallacy, that is good, but don't use wrong terminologies for the fallacy. If you know it, we'll give you marks for that. But if you don't know it, you are not forced to say that it is fallacy of so and so and so. What we are saying is don't throw around the terminologies, right? The first speaker is taking 5 marks for that. The second speaker is taking 10 marks for that, and the summary is also 5. Presentation style is simple. The way you carry yourself, the way you engage your audience. I mean, by way of body language, your voice, and all that, and how you use the floor and everything communication about you. Okay, so that is 5 marks for the main speaker, and then 3 for the supporting speaker, and 2 for the summary. Then role as a particular debater. The first, that is the main debater, should be a powerful one. After all, the other one is supposed to support you. And so the first one is taking 5 marks, and then the supporting speaker is taking 3 marks, and then the summary is taking 2 marks. Now, let's go to rules of engagement for the business. The principal speaker on the affirmative team presents argument in support of the motion, and that's going to take 10 minutes for that. The principal speaker on the opposing team presents argument opposing the resolution. You are taking 10 minutes for that. The second speaker on the affirmative team presents further arguments in support of the resolution, identifies areas of conflict, and answers questions that may have been raised by the opposition speaker. That's taking 7 minutes for that. Then the second speaker on the opposing team presents further argument and identifies areas of conflict and answers questions that may have been raised by the previous affirmative speaker. That is also taking 7 minutes for that. The principal speaker on the affirmative team comes with closing statements to their argument without adding any new information, and also uses that opportunity to respond to rebuttals if there is any. This time, 5 minutes. The principal speaker on the opposing team comes with closing statement to their argument without adding any information, and also uses the opportunity to respond to rebuttal if necessary. That's also 5 minutes for that. Note that speakers must be very audible in presentation, and here I will advise that you take the microphone close to your mouth. There cannot be any interruption, and speakers must always wait for their turn. The principal speaker must raise only 5 points or less, and the supporting speaker must raise only 3 points or less. We have other external rules. He who asserts must prove. So, in order to establish an assertion, the team must support it with enough facts and evidence. For facts and evidence must be accurate. Examples of visual materials are permissible, and once introduced, they become available for the opponent's use if so desired. And tangible evidence must be tendered as exhibit to support facts. In rebuttals, the debater rebutting may ask any constructive and clear question that has a direct bearing on the point. The one rebutting must confine him or herself to questions and not make statements, comments, or ask rhetorical questions. Remember, supporters from both sides are to exercise discipline, not to induce, frustrate, or intimidate the opposing speaker. Failure would attract deduction of marks from their score. Debaters must respect time. If you are bailed out, you must end your presentation. Otherwise, you will lose some marks. And in case of a tie, 2 schools involved will be given a motion to debate within 2 days or 48 hours. Now note this, it has been said, but I'm repeating it. The score of one judge cannot overturn that of 2 judges. There is either a majority decision from the judges, meaning 2 judges out of the 3 schools for scores for a school. There could also be unanimous decision, meaning all 3 judges scored for a school. And all issues must be addressed to the producer. And at the 116 stage, motions will be given to schools 2 clear days before the context. Thank you.
Well, I'm sure you can do better with the applause. Thank you. Thank you very much. So you had our lead judge emphasize on the scoring and how we get a school to win to move on to the next stage. Like he mentioned, and I did before, we have a unanimous decision, we have a majority decision. Unanimous means all the judges, 3 judges, score for the winning school. Majority means that 2 out of the 3 scores for the winning school. I hope that is settled in. He also talked about the fact that if you are bailed out, you stop debating immediately, because if you continue to debate whilst you've been bailed out, there are consequences. So we have an accurate timekeeper, like the debaters refer to him. His name is Mr. Emmanuel Koji. Now, if you're halfway through your presentation, he would have let you by doing this. Now, when the time is entirely up, where you have to stop whatever you're doing as a debater, this is what you will hear. Thank you very much, Emmanuel Koji. Now, ladies and gentlemen, what we're about to witness is what we refer to as an academic exercise. So there's a possibility that a name of an individual will be mentioned or an institution will be mentioned. It doesn't mean that we want to run you under the carpet or under a bus or embarrass you or stuff like that. These young ones have done their own research and they have come up with things that they think will help them with their debate. Ladies and gentlemen, contest 7 is just about to begin. And like we said, the motion is religion is overrated in Ghana. That contest is going to be between Prince of Peace girls and Osei Kyeretwie Senior High School. Pop G's. Pop G's. Pop G's. Please stand. Please stand. They are saying that the sky indeed is their limit. Now they are standing because at this point in time, it's about time for us to welcome their debaters. And before we do that, they would have to sing for us their school anthem. That's why you're standing. Are you ready to sing? Yes. You have beautiful voices, I believe. So you can sing with pride and sing with joy. And I will enjoy it. And those watching us on television, listening to us on radio, and watching us on Facebook will also equally enjoy it. So Uncle Collins is ready to help you sing your school anthem. He's going to lead by playing it for you. All you have to do is tag along by singing with energy, with pride. Are you ready? Then on 3, 1, 2, 3. Hold on. Beneath the skies of blue stands the walls of Prince of Peace and command the love within. Dear Prince of Peace, we are proud of you just for us to see. We will stand beloved forever through eternity. Dear Prince of Peace, we are proud of you just for us to see. We will stand beloved forever through eternity. Put your hands together for your own selves. Well, if I were a judge and I'm to judge how you performed or how you fared in your singing, if the score is over 5, I'll give you about 4.5 over 5. So you did very well. So put your hands together for your own selves. And whilst you're applauding yourselves, let's welcome your debaters. Welcome them with a round of applause. Blessing Bosiako is the principal speaker, supported by Vicentia Yayabua. And make some noise as well. Yes, that's what I'm talking about. Blessing Bosiako is the principal speaker. Vicentia Yayabua is the supporting speaker. Ladies, welcome. And you can now take your seats. Ahenema. 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 Me pamocho munjina hwe, monso njina ho mame. Amuso muchiya mude pa. And those are students from Osei Kyeretwie Senior High School. They are against the motion. Please, are you ready to sing for us your school anthem too? For your blend, you have some boys and some girls. So it's going to be very, bassy, and there's going to be some auto tenor and treble and all that. But like we did for, Prince of Peace, Uncle Collins is going to assist you whilst you sing your school anthem. So he will give you the cue. When you hear him play your anthem, then you join in and you sing. But are you ready? Oh, I can't feel the energy. Are you ready? Yes. You said you ate fufu before you got here. So are you ready? Yes. So on 3, 1, 2, go. A round of applause for yourselves. And whilst you applaud yourselves, let's welcome your debaters, Raphael Osei Kyeretwie. Now, Raphael is the principal speaker, supported by Kwabena Owusu. So this afternoon is going to be the battles of the gentlemen and the ladies. Well, just in case you joined us on television, maybe you're watching us on Joy Prime, maybe you're on Joy Learning, we say good afternoon to you. You're just about to witness the 7th contest in day 4 of the 2025 edition of the Love FM High School debate. Now, the motion for contest 7 is religion is overrated in Ghana. Prince of Peace, they are for the motion. Osei Kyeretwie Senior High School, they are against the motion. Madam Chairperson, can we, with your permission, start? She's giving us a blessing. Accurate timekeeper, are you ready? Give me something. Yeah, that's to say that you're ready. Panel of judges, are you ready? Good. Debaters, are you ready? I'm sure that the audience are ready. Now, if the audience are ready, why don't you put your hands together and make some noise? Let me get to feel you and know that indeed you're ready. Okay, thank you very much. So at this point in time, Prince of Peace, they are for the motion. So we invite your principal speaker to start the debate. Please take the stage.
Religion is like Wi-Fi. Everyone claims to be connected, yet very few actually have data. You find prayer camps on every corner, churches louder than nightclubs, mosques on every street, and shrines hidden behind zinc gates. Yet corruption, dishonesty, and selfishness roams freely like goats in a village funeral. We've turned religion into a national badge of honor, but not a way of life. People fast during the day and fast-track lies at night. If religion alone could make a nation righteous, then Ghana would be heaven's embassy on earth. But clearly, holiness is not in the noises, but in the deeds. To the ever-wise chairperson, bold and impartial panel of judges, accurate timekeeper, co-debaters, fellow students, ladies and gentlemen, greetings. Representing the Asumjima. Oh yes, Prince of Peace Girls Senior High School, I am Blessing Bosiakom. The principal speaker, speaking in direct affirmative of the motion on board, I quote and unquote, religion is overrated in Ghana. The chair, before I proceed, allow me to elucidate the key terms in the motion to bring it well at home. The chair, religion as defined by the Oxford Dictionary is the belief in the existence of a god or gods and their activities that are connected with the worship of them. The Collins Dictionary goes on to define overrated as too highly assessed or evaluated. Let's not forget that the 3 main legalized religions in Ghana we will be talking about today are the Christian, the Islamic, and the traditional religion. The motion therefore seeks to explain that the beliefs and worships of Christians, Muslims, and traditionalists are too highly assessed in Ghana, which is undoubtedly true. The chair, let me first sound this caution to all and sundry and to my opponents. This debate, this motion, and in fact our stance is not an attack on faith itself, nor is it an attempt to discredit personal beliefs, but rather it is an assertion that the uncritical emphasis on religion in Ghana today has led to a detrimental impact on our societal progress. The chair, for so long, we've allowed religious dogma to overshadow pragmatic development. We've placed an inordinate amount of trust in these spiritual leaders. And so today, if I stand here to speak to this motion, I just don't do it because I want my school to qualify to the next stage. I also do it because it is high time we silence cruelty going on in this society by some of our religious leaders. And so to point one, the chair, science and reasoning are sacrificed. Poverty, mental health, infertility, and in fact, everything is blamed on witches and demons. Instead of people to seek proper medical bread, they'd rather chain themselves in shrines, mosques, and churches. The chair, so I ask my opponent, are we Is this wisdom or dangerous ignorance disguised as faith? Because 99% of Ghanaians have been made to believe that whatever the question, God is the answer. It is true, but does that automatically mean that Ghanaians should sit aloof and expect manna to fall from heaven? Gone are those days, the chair. Unless Okes travel to the European countries and come back and tell us how people suffering from infertility problems are chained in temples, we will never agree with them. The chair, we are turning into mental slaves in our own country. But let's not forget that in Bob Marley's redemption song, he said, and I quote and unquote, emancipate yourself from mental slavery. None but ourselves can free our minds. To our second point, the chair, there is economic stagnation, especially in the field of productivity. Let's do some small economics here. Productivity refers to the output of a worker at the end of the working period. In simple terms, productivity is output per human hour. The chair, it will shock you if I tell you that committed members of these faith and religious beliefs do not actively engage themselves in their work activities. This has reduced productivity rate, therefore affecting GDP. Yes, the gross domestic product. The chair, GDP refers to the total value of goods and services that are produced in a country at a certain period of time. The chair, that are produced in a country at a certain period of time. The chair, these religious workers have forgotten that their co-equals are busily putting toil, sweat, and blood into growing businesses and building companies. According to a news published on Ghana Web on April 28th, Mr. Paul Edu Jamfi, the president of the Ghana Bar Association, said that the holding of church services during working hours is a detriment to our societal progress. Mr. Daniel Macaulay, the CEO of McDan Group of Companies, also said the same thing. So what are my opponents trying to tell me? To our third point, the chair, there is inter and intra-religious conflicts. These are disputes or hostilities that occur between different religious groups or within the same religious group. The chair, I know that Okes are ready to rebut this point by saying that some religious leaders have ensured peace. They've played a vital role, especially when Otumfuo Osei Kyeretwie restored peace in the Dabon conflict. Okes, we know, and we totally respect that. But the chair, Otumfuo Osei Kyeretwie II did not do so in a cassock. Neither did he do it with incense or with holy water, but rather he battled this face to face. That is what we are talking about. According to an article published on Ogwa Journal of Religion and Human Values UCC, the chair, it says, did you even know that in Islam we have two main divisions? Yes, believers of the Sunnah and believers of the Tijaniya. Let me tell you the story behind it. The then Sheikh Tijaniya said that after Prophet Muhammad's death, he had handed everything over to him, indicating that Muslims could sing and dance in the mosque. Most believers of Sunnah are also criticizing it, saying that in their Quran, it is a haram as a Muslim to sing and dance in the mosque. This created some sort of enmity, a clash of titans between these two divisions in the same religion, and now it still persists. A Tijaniya fails to worship in the same mosque with the Sunnah, and the Sunnah also fails to marry a Tijaniya. Is this what my opponents would want to tell me when they mount this podium? What sort of peace loses its balance at the slightest wind? Why are religious conflicts still raging when mosques are echoing prayers and churches are shouting amen? Okay, do not decorate religion with medals it didn't end. To our fourth point, the chair, we say that there is negative influence on politics. Pastors and imams seek prophecies but not policies. Laws are often delayed or distorted to protect religious sentiment. The chair, and so I ask Okes, are we a democracy or a theocracy? Let's not ignore this painful truth. Our religious leaders preach peace only when it suits them, but the moment their political allies gain power, they lose their voice. I am very much aware that Okes will come here and rebut this point also by saying that some religious leaders have also ensured calm during election and tension. Oh, really? So where were these same people when Ghanaians were shot and killed in Ayawaso, West Ogun in 2019, or even in Techima South in 2020? The chair, it is high time we get this facts clear. Ghana's election calm is maintained not by any religious body, but by the work of the law enforcement agency. By the work of the law enforcement agency, the electoral education, the media, and the resilience of the Ghanaian people. The chair. To my fifth point, fake prophecies create fear and panic. Prophecies in the broadcast sense are false statements that foretells or predict future events with the intent of exploiting or misleading others. The chair, in 2021, Prophet Isaac Owusu-Bempah prophesies the death of the national chief imam, Sheikh Osman Shaributu. Hey, this led to social unrest. That an article published on Joy Online said that the Ghana Education Service had to come out and warn Ghanaian pastors against false prophecies. Therefore, in December 2021, the former IGP, George Ekufu Dampare, had to come out and warn Ghanaian pastors against false prophecies, saying that they will be arrested or prosecuted during that time. The chair, I'll end my presentation by saying that we are bury the dead. We hear the cries. So why then do you want us to say that overrating religion in this country is going to be our peacekeeper? The chair and penny for say baby autumn for or pam pam pino. Let's just say, hey, you want to hear no, wait a minute, I rest my submission.
Hello. Welcome to Christian Service University, a place my opponents presume that its auditorium would be used for prayers, singing, or any sort of religious activity. Welcome to this great noble institution, whereby my opponent thought will be offering only theology because of its name, but rather 13 different courses for people after completing senior high school. Let us face the reality. To say religion is overrated in Ghana, it's similar to tell us that this place only allows for choir rallies and Christmas conventions, which is not true. The house, what are we doing? Aren't we having a debate competition? Ladies and gentlemen, let us turn around. What do we see? Future nurses, future physician assistants, and future teachers. Indeed, as this place is not overrated, but fairly rated because of its numerous benefits, so as religion in Ghana. The Chinese Yang Yen philosophy makes it clear and explicit that everything painted white has a point of black in it, and everything painted white has a point of black in it. So the fact that religion in Ghana has this little, or let me say, minute disadvantages does not mean we should paint it black, because mind you, these little negativities are nowhere compared to the positivities that religion has imposed in our country, Ghana. So instead of my openness to call it overrated, let us rather embrace the effort. To you, the ever-wise chairperson, bold and impartial panel of judges, meticulous timekeeper, worthy opponents, fellow students, ladies and gentlemen, all protocols observed. My name is Osei Kyeretwie, a student from Osei Kyeretwie High School, and the principal speaker rising to unequivocally condemn the motion. I quote and unquote, religion is overrated in Ghana. Customs must be done as the principal speaker. That is why I crave your indulgence as I reveal to you the true colors of the motion by making reference to Google. Religion is a system of principles and beliefs held onto with ardor and faith. Overrated means valued too highly. Therefore, the chair in the house, the motion could mean that Ghanaians value too highly the system of principles and beliefs held onto with ardor and faith. At this moment, allow me to serve my opponents with the best Salah gifts ever that the Islamic religion asked me to give them. I mean rebuttals. Once upon a time, my beautiful lady mounted this podium just to tell us that religion has brought about many false prophets and prophecies. Ladies and gentlemen, even before the introduction of Christianity religion in Ghana, the Bible had cautioned us in Matthew 24 verse 11, I quote and unquote, and many false prophets will arise and lead many astray. So the Bible had already cautioned us and warned us and given us a specific time that this will happen, which is the end time. So ladies, it's all about being vigilant, period. Again, my opponent said that religion is time wasting, leading to unproductivity in Ghana. Unproductivity, you see. Let us travel around the world. Visit Arabian countries like Dubai, Egypt, Iran, just to mention but a few. An example is Saudi Arabia. When they're about to give their Muslim prayer, what they do 5 times a day, everything ceases, halts for 30 minutes. Ladies and gentlemen, 30 minutes could be used to do a lot of things, but 30 minutes for a prayer times 5 times a prayer a day will give us 150 minutes. Ladies and gentlemen, let us calculate for a month. 150 minutes times 28 days will give us 4,200 minutes. Ladies and gentlemen, 4,200 minutes could be used to do a lot of things, but the evidences presented to my judges prove that their productivity growth rate is still 4.9%. A comparative analysis to Ghana. We can never blame our own productivity for religion, but rather our negative attitude towards work. Having trashed my opponent's point and having let them check the credibility of their script, I'd like to proceed by asking them just 3 questions. 1, how can Ghana's host and cultural identity be preserved without the influence of religion? 2, are you trying to tell us that the charitable and humanitarian works done by religion are also overrated? 3, hasn't religion done enough by significantly enforcing peace and stability in Ghana? So the Chair of the House, these questions need to be dealt with critically and analytically. So I expect my opponents to give me reasonable answers to these questions even before they proceed with their argument. Now allow me to give the overview of the motion. To say religion is overrated in Ghana means we've given religion more the glory than it deserves. If we say religion is not overrated, then what then is religion? Religion is adequately rated, perfectly rated, moderately rated, and fairly rated in Ghana. Judges, allow me to condemn the motion. Point 1, religion is not overrated but fairly rated in Ghana because religion promotes moral guidance. Professor, it is crystal clear that these values we are busily preaching today includes love, hope, faith, kindness, mercy, generosity, just to mention but a few. The emphasis on these moral values has contributed to a strong sense of social responsibility amongst ourselves in Ghana. According to Ministry Brands, a report on 25 integrity Bible quotations that promote moral guidance, one of them is Proverbs chapter 12 verse 22. I quote and unquote, "The Lord detests lying lips but finds delight in people who are trustworthy." The report furthered, telling us that the features in this quotation alone has improved the lifestyle of people in Ghana and the world at large. The Quran will also back me. In Quran chapter 2 verse 195, I quote and unquote, "And do good, indeed, Allah loves those who do good to other people." Chair in the House, religion has indeed promoted our moral guidance, and for that matter, it is not overrated in Ghana. Point 2, religion is not overrated but adequately rated in Ghana because religion has played a significant role in the promotion of our education sector. Talking of education, religion has done enough. Many missionary built senior high schools are all works of religion. The Chair in the House. According to Wikipedia, we have 25 missionary built senior high schools in Ghana. Now, allow me to dive into the very sentimental part of the story by revealing the true colors of my opponent. According to schoolsingghana.com, Prince of Peace Girls Senior High School was founded by the then Metropolitan Archbishop of Kali Church in Kumasi, Most Reverend Dr. Peter Kwesi Sapon, in October 1982, with Reverend S.R. Elinda Makato as their first headmistress. Am I lying? Am I lying? I want to have you engage in this short exercise. Is Kali Church not the foundation of your school? Is Kali Church not part of Christianity religion in Ghana? And is Christianity religion not part of religion in Ghana? So ladies and gentlemen, religion gave birth to my opening school. Had it not been religion, they wouldn't have had a debate competition with the Royal School. The House, do you think that something that has given birth to such a great noble institution, if we give it little attention, it is overrated? Shaking my head. Point 3, religion is not overrated but perfectly rated in Ghana because religion plays a significant role in the development of our health sector. Many missionary built senior high, many hospitals, markets, health centers, and clinics are built by a lot of religious organizations. According to Ministry of Health, CHAG is a network organization of 183 different healthcare facilities. It will surprise you all to know that these 183 different healthcare facilities are built by just 21 Christian denominations we have in Ghana. The report furthered, telling us that without CHAG's influence in building this, most vulnerable and underprivileged people will find it difficult to have access to proper health services. So was religion wrong in building hospitals? So why then must you call it overrated? Shaking my head. Point 4, religion is not overrated but moderately rated in Ghana because religion promotes tolerance in Ghana. The House, religion promotes tolerance in Ghana by fostering effective coexistence and mutual respect among diverse religious organizations. According to Wikipedia, out of the populations that we have in Ghana, 71.3 of them belongs to the Christianity religion, Pierrot. I am not done. I'm still on the empiricism route. 19.9% of them are from the Islamic religion. Ladies and gentlemen, 3.2% of them belongs to the traditional religion. It is crystal clear that despite these significant percentages, they bring about mutuality, acceptance, love, mercy, tolerance, and showing that human beings face less hardship and challenges because of the tolerated support we derive from one another. So, ladies and gentlemen, why should we call it overrated? It deserves the necessary hype. Point 5, religion is not overrated in Ghana, but fairly rated in Ghana because it has promoted and is still promoting our government structure. A little education. The 1992 Constitution divides power amongst the President, the Cabinet, the Parliament, so as the National House of Chiefs. Who are the National House of Chiefs? They are chiefs in our various localities. Who are these chiefs? They belong to the traditional religion. And what is traditional religion? It is a religion in Ghana. According to modern Ghana, the functions of chiefs includes 1, custodians of the land, 2, symbols of unity. The president feathered in a report, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, when he said, I quote, no quote, chief also serve as a bridge between our government and the citizens. Ladies and gentlemen, it is crystal clear. The first gentleman of the land has admitted the importance of chiefs in our government system. How much more you, my opponent, who want to speak ill about religion? The Chen House, religion in Ghana, faith that unites, inspires, and ignites. Indeed, it is not overrated, but fairly rated in Ghana. I rest my case.
The chair, the house, imagine this, a grand hospital, beautiful, busy, and always full of people. But inside, no one is truly getting healed. Patients come in sick and leave sicker, but they keep coming because they see the building to be holy. That, ladies and gentlemen, is how religion operates in Ghana today. We have countless of churches, mosques, shrines, yet our moral, economic, and social illnesses keep worsening. Religion has become a place of appearance, not transformation. A secretion without the substance. This is the reason why my principal speaker and I rise vehemently to speak in favor of the motion before the house today. And I quote and unquote, religion is overrated in Ghana. To the ever-wise chairperson, revered adjudicators, meticulous and unbiased regulator of the time, co-contenders, honorable ladies and gentlemen of the house, have a good afternoon. I am in the person of Vicentia Yabua, representing Prince of Peace Girls Senior High School as the subordinate speaker, speaking boldly for the motion. And I again, quote and unquote, religion is overrated in Ghana. The chair, as my principal speaker, has done justice to some technicalities in the motion. Permits me to add my voice to hers. Point 6, the chair, religion is commercialized. Commercialization of religion refers to the process by which religious beliefs, institutions, practices are being influenced, shaped, or driven by profit-making motives. It is of the fact that some churches, mosques, shrines are now profit-centered. The chair of the house, let's get interactive here. All of you here will bear witness with me that an individual, just one person, can spend more than 20 million Ghana cedis on Yesumoja, spiritual soaps, seekers, ebule musio. The chair permits me to present a brief video to the house. Yes, consultation fee in Pombayo, which can also amount to 50,000 Ghana cedis. Ebe, why are we using it as a transportation fee to see Christ himself, Prophet Muhammad? Oh, what do we see at KJT? Religious leaders fighting over space with market women who want to hustle to put food on table for their family. They preach for minutes and take offertory for hours. I come for buyen, malam for buyen. The chair, I suffer from Podeyenko, Burbo, to our 7-point the chair is negative implications on fundamental human rights. The world twilights causing hearing impairments, irregular heart rhythms, high blood pressure, and psychological effects such as stress and sleep disturbance. But now, what do we see? All night services everywhere. Megaphones are done. Crusades are residential areas, disturbing our peace. The chair, it will shock you if I tell you that some noise can even resurrect the dead. We are never condemning it, but we are saying that it has become too much. Let's know this: a good drum does not need to be beaten too loudly. To our last point, the chair, high religion, low morality. Ghana is considered as part of the most religious countries in the world, yet corruption, sexual immoralities, dishonesty breed headlines. A police found 3 dead bodies in a fetish priest's shrine on 4th May 2020, reported by Graphic Design, and many more, which my principal speaker will present. Again, Pulse Ghana reported that a Ghanaian apostle was caught having sex with a married woman on her matrimonial bed. Okay, is this what we call morality? Hear this from the Sundrema. If the soup is sweet, it shows in the licking of the hands. So, okay, you will show us what the sweetness of our religion is. So, on this solid ground of evidence, we say that religion is overrated in Ghana. But the chair, before I resume my seat, permit me to correct some erroneous impressions raised by my opponents. My opponents argue that religion promotes moral guidance. While religion preaches morality, the chair, Ghana's reality tells a different story. Despite being one of the most religious countries globally, we still grapple with widespread corruption, domestic abuse, fraud, and dishonesty. Even among religious leaders, this suggests that morality in Ghana is not necessarily the product of the religion, but rather personal integrity and strong institutions. If religion were truly instilling discipline, these social ills would be minimal. Therefore, religion's moral claim is overstated and ineffective in real sense. Again, my opponents continue to assert that religion keeps people away from. My opponents continue to assert that religious institutions provide charity. Okay, it's true. Some religious institutions contribute to society, but they often do so with strings attached, such as forced conversions, spiritual manipulation, or political influence. Furthermore, the overwhelming number of churches far exceeds schools or hospitals, revealing misplaced priorities. Leaders fly in private jets, while congregants are sleep hungry. If religion truly cared for human well, despite its religiosity. Okay, the fact that my school was founded by the Catholic Church doesn't mean if the Catholic Church is doing something, but I should keep mute. They be there. Osei Kyeretwie, I'm having a message from the Sundrema. They said I should tell you that no amount of eloquence can prevent the inevitable collapse. And when it comes crashing down the chair, only one team will be left standing, which is that Sundrema. I rest my case.
Hello. Our Heavenly Father, we thank you for this wonderful day. We thank you for the gift of life and for all you do for us, for bringing us here safely to Christian Service University College. Father, let this be successful. In Jesus' name I'm praying. Amen. This sounds familiar, right? Indeed, it is prayer, a part of our religion, which I believe each and everyone here has altered before in various forms. When calamity befalls us, when we go through challenges in life, or simply when we drink our daily cocoa and kose in the morning, religion is a vital part of every Ghanaian's life. That shapes the moral values as people. So, my opponent, if you are telling us that religion is overrated, then it simply means you are telling us that the Holy Bible, Holy Quran, and our traditional beliefs are all uselessly hyped. And that is downright blasphemy. Greetings to you, distinguished chairperson, wise and impartial panel of judges, accurate timekeeper, colleague debaters, ladies and gentlemen. I am Kwabena Owusu, the supporting speaker for Osei Kyeretwie Senior High School. Speaking vehemently against the motion before this house, I quote and unquote, religion is overrated in Ghana. I believe that my principal speaker has done his job to perfection. It is now my turn to add in support of our stance and thereafter rebut some assertions made by my opponents. To my first point, religion is fairly rated in Ghana and not overrated because it has a positive impact on mental health. Religion plays a pivotal role in our community and has significantly influenced approaches to mental health. Through spiritual practices such as prayer and meditation, individuals struggling with mental health can better cope with stress, anxiety, and depression, which are three of the world's leading cases of mental illness. Research has also shown that religious involvement can effectively promote faster recovery from mental health episodes. According to Cambridge.org, a report on 444 studies that had examined the relationship between religion and spirituality or depression showed that religious involvement is associated with less depression. Wow, panel of judges. This shows that indeed, religion is a safe space where everyone can go and pour their burdens to and come back feeling revitalized. Even the Holy Bible backs me up. In Matthew chapter 11, verse 28, it says, "Come to me, all who are weary and burdened, and I will give you rest." Yes, my opponent, go to the Lord with all your burdens, and he will show you just how important religion is in your life. And you will come back here again and say, hey, religion isn't even overrated. The chair at the house, to my second point, religion is fairly rated in Ghana because religion has helped build our community. How does it do this? By 1, engaging citizens in vocational training. 2, organizing seminars to better improve our community. The chair of the house, according to Modern Ghana, the Ebenezer congregation of the Presbyterian Church of Ghana in Sunyane has built market stores for all its members as part of the effort to economically empower them so that they contribute meaningfully to our society. Let's analyze this carefully. The Ebenezer congregation wasn't selfish to empower the church alone, but it extended its empowerment to the whole community. This shows that religion isn't only about her baba, tutuo, pay. No, it is not only about spirituality, but it serves as a medium for our development by minimizing the unemployment rate in our societies. Again, religion is adequately rated in Ghana because it promotes peace and fosters conflict resolution. Religion, since the days of our forefathers, has been an essential tool to keeping our society safe. We can all attest to the fact that even before the introduction of our judiciary system, traditional leaders who happen to be the custodians of our African traditional religion helped to maintain peace and stability in our areas. Let's fast forward to 2025. We have the judiciary system in place, right? Yes. But still, we rely heavily on our traditional leaders for our areas to be peaceful. According to Joy News, on the 3rd of June, 2025, President Mahama expresses confidence in the Asantehene for his ability to resolve the Boko War, which had become a national canker. My lady, you said that you are very well aware of this fact, but I am proving evidence to show that indeed, even the president, who is the head of state, has acknowledged our traditional leaders, who are the custodians of our African traditional religion. This shows that they are important and they are playing their part fairly in religion. The chair of the house, having delivered my point, it is now time for me to serve my beautiful ladies over here with back-to-back rebuttals. My opponents made mention that they made mention of conflict in their argument, but you keep forgetting that conflict happens to be as a result of many factors, such as lack of communication, disagreement, greed, power struggles, and many more. So do not blame religion only, because, my dear sisters, religion preaches us to be peaceful, to be in accord with our morals and values, and therefore it is not overrated. Again, my opponent mentioned that my opponent said that the monies that people spend on religion leads them to be poor. Again, you keep on forgetting. Why are you blaming religion for almost everything? Poverty happens as a result of unemployment, social injustice, and lack of education, which is the problem of the current government to solve, and not religion. It is not a substitute for governance, but rather it is a medium for us to coexist as humans. Now, I would like to rebut the main reason why my opponents are here. They are saying that religion is overrated in Ghana. So, you are trying to tell us that many ideologies, such as technology, education, fashion, and many more, which are cherished by people, are also overrated. Because, let's take education. When a child is born, he is taken through KG, primary, JHS, SHS, to university to get degrees upon degrees. And yet, it is not overrated, but the minute attention we are giving to religion, just because it has a positive impact on our life, is overrated. My opponents, be real. Having rebutted their points, I would like us to take this book, which is the Jackson College of Education's book that was given to us at the launch. It says that, on the second stanza of the 5th line, The Lord is on our side, so we have conquered. Even Madam Jackson has acknowledged the importance of religion in her school's anthem. That shows that she is in agreement with us. The panel of judges are convinced. My audience are convinced that indeed religion is fairly rated and not overrated in Ghana. The chair, the house, what more do I have to say? We have done our homework, we have researched, we have argued, and indeed we have justified. Thank you.
Ghanaians eat, drink, bath, and wear religion like Sunday clothes. But on Friday, they are in the front rows of the mosques. On Saturday, they are at shrines offering libations and eggs. On Sunday, they are at the church shouting amen than the preacher himself. But on Monday, they insult, they lie, take cues, and take bribe like it was national sports. The church, True faith is not in the prayers we chant, the beads we count, or the religious songs we sing, but rather it is how we treat people when no one is watching. My second coming here is not to confuse the house or to add any new stuff, but rather to summarize the cogent points raised by my supporting speaker and I in favor of our stance, and I quote and unquote, religion is overrated in Ghana. The chair, point 1, science and reasoning are sacrificed. Point 2, there is economic stagnation, especially in the field of productivity. Point 3, there is inter- and intra-religious conflict. 4, negative influence on politics. 5, false prophecies lead to fear. 6, commercialization of religion. 7, negative implications of fundamental human rights. 8, high religion, low morality. The chair, these are the cogent points raised by my supporting speaker and I in favor of the motion on board. And I quote and unquote, religion is overrated in Ghana. But the chair, before I take my seat, allow me to rebut on some untrue statements made by my opponent. My opponent said that we said that religion leads us to be poor. I did not say religion leads us to be poor. So recharge your arguments and your assertions, but not your emotions. Also, my opponent claimed that Christian Service University are doing diverse able doings. Yes, we are not condemning Christian Service University. My opponents and to now we are the chair. If my opponents wants us to talk about this, then we are going to do it. The chair, the fact that one university is doing something good does not change the overall picture. When something is overrated, it means that it is given more value than it deserves. The fact that a few are doing good does not justify the blind worship of the entire system. If religion were not overrated, false prophets would not have such massive influence over people's lives and decisions. My opponent also says that religion ensures peace and stability. Oh, really? If religion ensured peace and stability, why were soldiers deployed to polling stations? Why did journalists report ballot snatching, gunshots, and chaos during election? Why didn't we use that time to pray to God? The chair, my opponents also say that religion provides mental support. It is good, but did you know that when hope is false, it becomes fatal? Telling a jobless youth to sow seed instead of building skills, the chair, it is not inspiration. It is what we call exploitation. The chair, my opponents also said that some religious bodies have helped in charity. True, but let us pause and ask, what is the use of these charitable schools when the same religious institutions fail to raise morally upright citizens from the classrooms? What is the use in treating the sick when corruption, hypocrisy, and greed send these same people back to their graves prematurely? The chair, if the minds educated are still led to cheat, then what legacy are we truly celebrating? This is not progress. This is what we call a cos 90-degree effort. It looks busy, but the result is zero. My opponents also asserted that we just have to be vigilant. The chair, we do not walk around with x-rays to determine religious leaders who are right or who are not. Even the Bible says, by their fruit we will know them. So if you are a religious leader and the kind of morals you exhibit does not fit the standard you have raised religion to, then we have every reason to blame religion. Okay, leadership by example. Have you forgotten that? The chair, even the disciples of God were not perfect. Yes, but that does not give you the certificate to keep sinning. The chair, if we do that, then it means religion talks morality, but does not produce its fruits, and it soils the image of religion. The chair, This is not Romeo and Juliet, nor is it athletics or sports. This is not about who can run faster or who can shout louder. It is about facts. And so we are here to enlighten, not to entertain. So recharge your arguments. I rest my case.
Hello. Ladies and gentlemen, my second coming is not to raise any further argument, but to summarize the points raised by my supporting speaker and I. We argued against the motion, I quote and unquote, religion is overrated in Ghana due to the following reasons. 1. Religion is not overrated but fairly rated in Ghana because religion promotes moral guidance. 2. Religion is not overrated but adequately rated in Ghana because it has played a significant role in our education sector. 3. Religion is not overrated but perfectly rated in Ghana because religion has played a significant role in our health sector. 4. Religion is not overrated but moderately rated in Ghana because it has promoted tolerance. 5. Religion is not overrated but fairly rated in Ghana because it has promoted and is still promoting our government structure. 6. Because religion has a positive impact in mental health, it makes it fairly rated and not overrated. 7. Religion helping in community building makes it adequately rated and not overrated. 8. Religion is perfectly rated in Ghana because it promotes peace and fosters conflict resolution. Now, allow me to smash, mash, clash, splash, and crush my opponent's baseless arguments. My opponent talked about fasting. Ladies and gentlemen, fasting is about choice. I will never fast because I have ulcer. Even Article 21 Clause 6 of the Constitution tells us that, for it makes religion a matter of choice and not based on compulsion. So, ladies and gentlemen, the Constitution has even stated it clearly that religion is by choice. I will not fast because I have ulcer. So, ladies, recharge. Again, my opponent talked about charity becomes questionable and gave figures without tending in any evidence. Ye who assert must prove. So, ladies, bring your evidences. Again, my opponent said religion has increased the selling of items like Ebura Musu, Yes Muja, and amongst others. The house. Why are people still visiting these churches? It is because they know that these items work magically for them. The house, let us have ourselves engaged in this scenario. As I said, according to Wikipedia, Christianity religion covers 71.3% of Ghana's population, which is equivalent to 22,816,000 people. Now let us imagine that just 1,000 people patronize this Ebura Musu and others. 1,000 out of 22,816,000 will give us times 100 will give us just 0.004%. Now, I would like to call lecturers from Christian Service University and mathematicians among my teachers to interpret 0.004 because it is insignificant. The matter of fact that few people are patronizing Yesu Moja doesn't mean that you should generalize everything. Again, my opponent talked about religion promoting favoritism and nepotism. Were you not in this country when His Excellency Dr. Mahmoud Maubia was our vice president? Wasn't he a Muslim? Only if they'll have the boldness to tell us that they are the queen mothers in their respective localities, which is not possible. Within the traditional system, we select people to be queen mothers and kings. So, ladies and gentlemen, it is not about promoting favoritism and nepotism, but rather selecting the right people to fit into the right portfolio. Besides, you can't tell me that my pastor should be my chief. Impossible. The chair in the house, the evidences presented before you are from Ghana Web. When Dr. Kweku Otin, who is one of the richest men in Ghana, confessed that he started making money after consistently paying his tithe. The house is being rich overrated. Ladies, Anawum Piska, literally, don't you want money? So, ladies and gentlemen, religion has even helped us financially. The chair in the house, let me draw the attention of the house. The motion religion is overrated in Ghana means among all countries, Ghana is where religion is overrated. Seriously, then talking of Rome, where a whole city is given to the Pope, you won't call that place overrated, but Ghana overrated. Ladies and gentlemen, my opponents have done a very big mistake, of which I would like to draw the attention of the house. The scope of the motion, I quote and unquote, religion is overrated in Ghana, has no limitations, but they want to frame the motion and tell us that, I quote and unquote, Christianity religion is overrated in Ghana. Judges, you gave us specific place we should tender in our point, which is Christianity religion, Islamic religion, and traditional religion. So if you think you can't debate on on this Islamic religion and traditional religion, go and find other schools to have this debate competition with. Ladies and gentlemen, let us face the reality. The line has been drawn. My assertions are clear. Religion is indeed not overrated, moderately rated, perfectly rated, fairly rated in Ghana. I rest my case.
You know, seated in my small corner, at certain times I'm like, ish. And I say, hey. I say, Sayo. I say, wow. What are you saying in your heads, in your minds? Is that so? See, when I'm really excited, when I'm wild, I sing. I sang yesterday. I'm going to sing this afternoon as well. Sing along with me. If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. Please put your hands together for these wonderful, amazing young brains from Prince of Peace Girls and Osei Kyeretwie Senior High School. Pop G's. Pop G's. Pop G's. Ahenema. 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 One more time, a round of applause for yourselves and, of course, your debaters. So, contest 7 is over. Contest 8 is just about to begin. That contest is going to be between Edu Jemfi Senior High School and Anglican Senior High School. Edu Jemfi, Adgas. I'm not one thing. Very well. We'll be inviting them shortly, but Edu Jemfi Senior High School, Anglican Senior High School, they will be debating next, and they'll be taking over the auditorium in a bit. But for now, contest 7 is over. We say a big thank you to all of you who watch us on television, Joy Prime, Joy Learning, listen to us on radio, on Love 99.5, and of course, watch us on Facebook on Love 99.5. Don't leave us, because the next contest is just about coming up your way. Thanks very much for your time, and of course,
all you need is something sweet to snack out that hunger. Something for your day-to-day something sweet for the base. Something sweet when the sun is up. Something sweet for the workers.
Grandpa, I'm here, and the name is Gary, and I have a favorite.
Gary, H&H Gary mix with creamer. Sugar no low.
More creamer.
H&H 4-in-1 Gary mix. It's more creamer and low in sugar. This advert is FDA approved.
The Christian Service University, a fully chartered private university in Ghana, is inviting applications for admission. Undergraduate programs include BSc Nursing and Midwifery, Computer Science, Information Technology, Bachelor of Business Administration, BA Communication Studies, Planning and Social Development, and Theology with Administration. Postgraduate programs include MSc in Accounting and Finance, Monitoring and Evaluation, Corporate Planning and Governance. We have MA MPhil Communication Studies, MA Christian Ministry with Management, Event Management, MPhil English and Mathematics Education. With quality, faculty and state-of-the-art facilities, we blend academic work with entrepreneurial mindset in all our programs. For more information, please call 0246-275375, 0240-154825, or 0244-596603, or visit our website www.csuc.edu.gh. CSU is located at Odenaho Kwadaso on the Kumasi Obuasi Road, 100 meters off Star Junction. Choose CSU today to secure the future of Africa.
And to make him better known. That's
educational journey that you want. Welcome to Jackson University College, where we offer you premium quality education. With our College of Education, you can work and study to obtain your Bachelor of Arts in Education. And if you already have your Diploma in Basic Education, you can enroll in our 2-year top-up to obtain your degree at Jackson College of Education. For those who desire to teach or are school administrators but have degrees in other fields, you don't have to worry at all. You can enroll in our 1-year postgraduate diploma program, which is just tailored for you. We also offer industry-based courses to individuals and institutions to produce experts in the technology industry through Jackson Institute of Technology in partnership with NIT Limited, India. Here is a 73-year-old medical practitioner, Dr. Palmer, who has defied all odds to graduate with a certificate in Microsoft Office Suite from NIT Limited, India. Jackson University College is the best place to come if you want to pass your IELTS exam, because you have been recognized by the British Council as the best institution to provide IELTS tuition here in Ghana. Also, we have courses in forensic science and security management, among other in-demand courses to boost your career prospects. Here are some of the participants after their graduation from the forensic science and security management here at Jackson University College. Continuous professional development programs are also organized for all professionals such as teachers, nurses, and the like. Here are nurses from Kolebu Teaching Hospital in Accra displaying their certificates after completing their CPD here at Jackson University College. So it's our all-inclusive environment for you, regardless of your age, educational or professional background. There is an educational program for you. Why don't you call us on 0201 260 290. Let's start you off on that educational journey that you won't regret. Jackson University College.